my friends, and welcome to the Mindful Making YouTube channel. This is video something 75, I think. And today it is the 27th of June 2025. It's a beautiful and windy but sunny day outside. My name is Jane and I'm recording from Ravelry, which is north of Copenhagen in Denmark. The Mindful Making YouTube channel is all about yarn, and it's all about making and knitting in particular, because that is my passion and that is what we will talk about today and in all the previous videos on the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Exciting that you found me and the Mindful Making channel. And if you have come back from a previous encounter, if you followed me for some time, a heartfelt welcome back. Today we have a lot of finished objects to share. I have been busy knitting and there's plenty to show today, so sit back, relax, have a coffee or tea and your project ready, and let's dive in. And we will start with the admin side of things. So you can find everything about me and my makings on mindfulmaking.com.au. That is my website, where there are links to my Ravelry account and also to Instagram and to this YouTube channel. And of course, I would like as well, if you feel so inclined to, that you will support this channel by liking and subscribing, turn on the notification bell so you know when there is a new episode coming up. It has been a while since I last recorded and sent out a video. I have had the joy of having my 3 adult children around me for the last month or so, and I wanted to dedicate my time and my focus to them. So that is what I've done during these last, I think there is 6 weeks since the last episode. My name is Jane. If that is, if you haven't been here before, I recently returned from 12 years in Australia. So currently I'm living at my brother's house while I am resettling into the Danish society and life here. More about that later. But let's just start with what I'm wearing, and that is also one of the finished objects. This is a gum knot tee. It's one of my designs, and you can find the pattern if you are interested. You can find it on Ravelry or on my website. So this is the gum knot tee, and here I've chosen just to knit it in one color, in a single color. So the gum knots are more sort of that texture just up here on the round yoke. It is a slip stitch pattern, and in the original, which I will put up here, you can see that I've used a contrast color for the gum knots. In this version I've just knitted in one single plain color, and it's a beautiful deep burgundy color in a yarn from Dale Garn. I have it actually here, so you can see the yarn. It's called Lille Lærke, and it is from Dale Garn, which is part of House of Yarn. I bought this at a recent trip to Norway, where we went to the House of Yarn outlet store, and I think it is a discontinued color, sadly. It is beautiful. It might not come up, well, I hope it comes up beautiful as well on the screen, but often it's even prettier in real life. And it is a mixture of merino wool and cotton. It runs 142 meters per ball of 50 gram. I have knitted up a size 3 of the gum knot tee, It did come out slightly bigger than I thought it would, so my gauge is apparently slightly off, or I have become smaller. Who knows? It hasn't been washed or blocked yet, so it's just fresh off the needles. All the increases sits here in this yoke up here with the texture. I have added a slight, I think 5 centimeters, 2 inches of length to the sleeves. It is hip length, so I will stand up and you can see it on the body. I do like it. I do like it. And I think it will also relax even more when it's washed and blocked. It's a beautiful yarn. It's lovely to wear, and I can wear it both here in summer and also in the transitions between summer and winter. Apologies. It is worked on I think it is worked on a 4mm needle or 375, a regular 1x1 rib, and then moving into this textured yoke. So this is an option for just using one color of yarn. I think I used around, actually I don't know, I haven't weighed this yet, so I can't tell how much yarn I've used. I will put it on the screen so you can see the meterage or yardage of the yarn used in this gumnut tee. So that was what I'm wearing and the first finished object. In the last episode I also talked about a little bucket hat that I crocheted, or I was in the process of crocheting for my daughter. That is finished, and I've even made another one. This is my daughter's bucket hat, and it is a pattern called Vibrations hat, and it's a design by Air Crochet. You can find the pattern on her Ravelry page if you search Air Crochet. So this is my daughter's version, like this. Fits beautifully, and I think she wore it when she went to Croatia on a summer holiday. I really like this pattern and the colors, so I wanted to create one for myself. And here it is. This is my version, number 2. But it is slightly bigger than Astrid's, and you see the ends haven't been woven in yet, because I think it looks, anyway, I think I need to rip it back and just end the top here one round earlier, and then crochet it down so it gets slightly smaller, or I try to wash it. Let's see. But I really like this this pattern. Put it on again. Yeah. So what do you think? Isn't it cute? But maybe a slightly too big for my head. But that's a lovely project in cotton yarn that I picked up at a D-stash, so comes into good use. Just a plain white and a sort of dark sand beige colored cotton yarn. Yeah, 2 Good Vibrations had by Air Crochet. Then I have also finished a jumper for my daughter. I've worked on it for a while, and in the previous episodes you would have seen me working on it, and that is the the Isla sweater, a design by Line Holme Samsø. I don't have it here, but I will now insert a little video of my dear daughter wearing her Isla sweater. It fits her perfectly. She looks stunning wearing that jumper, and it suits her very, very well. And she's worn it a lot since she's been home here for the last five weeks. So that is just a pleasure when your finished objects, the results are worn and loved by those who receive it. So an absolute joy to knit that for her. In this version, I slightly changed the center texture pattern. In the original, it is a blackberry stitch that was too hard on my hands and my shoulders, so I changed it to a double moss stitch. That helped a lot. It increased the speed, and it was gentle on my shoulders as well. I might do that. I will do that again if I should ever knit that jumper again. Now that is the second version I've made, so maybe it's time for something else. While talking about my daughter, she is a joy to knit for, and she said, "Mom, your Paljetta genser, I showed you that in the last video. It's a dark grey sort of cozy, warm jumper combined with a silver thread. I would like one too." She thought that was one of my best garments that or jumpers that I've knitted, but just leave out the silver thread, the silver bling. And that is now done. The camera might, with the darkness of this jumper, it might react. Yeah, here it is. It is quite short, not cropped, but hip short. It is fisherman's rib all over. Long sleeves, no decreases, no tapering, and just a few decreases before the no, I didn't even decrease before the cuff, so it's just a smaller needle for the cuffs. It's a folded down neckline, simple boxy drop shoulder style. And again, she looks absolutely amazing in this jumper, and it's just like wearing a big blanket. The yarn is called upcycled Celine, and it's also from House of Yarn, and it is from Du Store Alpaca. I don't think it's a yarn that they produce always. This was also purchased at the outlet store of House of Yarn in Norway, and I bought 13 balls of yarn. My jumper ate up 8 balls of yarn, and so I had these 5 left. But I could see that probably slightly I will run short of yarn. So when I visited my sister again a couple of weeks ago, I hunted down an extra ball of yarn and crossed my fingers that I had enough, and I did. So this is what is left of 6 balls of yarn for this jumper. I will also write down here the number of meters that I've used. for this jumper because I haven't I have a backlog of entries in my knitting journal. So this is finished, and it is based on the Paljetta Genser pattern, and that is a free pattern on House of Yarn. It is available, the pattern, in Norwegian and English. Very simple knit, worked on a 6mm needle and a 5mm on the cuffs and hem and neckline. A lovely project to work on. Super soft, squishy, and it will probably fill up half of her suitcase. But it will go back to the winter in Melbourne. Yeah, she loves it. She loves it. I will also here insert a little video of her actually wearing the jumper. Doesn't it look great on her? Yeah, she looks awesome and she loves it. For her suitcase, so I still have her here in Denmark until Monday, the 30th of June, and she will travel back to Melbourne in Australia. Her boyfriend has his birthday in July, so I have knitted him a pair of socks. These are just regular male socks. I have used a what is it called? So it's a knit two and knit and then purl on the alternate round. It's a broken rib. It is. That's what it's called on the leg. And then it is a heel flap and gusset, and then just on the instep on the foot. I have used a combination of a yarn that I inherited from my mother. It is this yarn. So it is a self-striping commercial yarn. It is sock wool, sirmoin, and it's just a 75 superwash merino, 25 nylon, self-striping, and then for the cuffs. The cuff and the toe and the heel, I combined it with an Avetta Classic that I had in stash, and this is color number 726. It's a denim blue. So I think these are excellent socks, and I love that I've used up my mom's old yarn. I have more of a similar yarn like this, and there's also one that is in a red colorway. So a bit for, I think that will be for Christmas. But a pair of socks, I have, this is a 72 stitch sock, and it's worked on a 2.25mm needle. In a size, men European size 43-ish, 43, 44-ish. Yeah, I hope it will fit him, and that will be put in her suitcase as well. So that's for her and her boyfriend. And then finally, for knitting for my daughter. When she says that she wants something, it's just you know, throwing everything else away and just starting over to meet her wishes. And before starting this this video, recording this, I just finished a Sophie scarf for her. Looks like a little, you know, the Leaning Tower, or a croissant, half a croissant. Yeah, it is worked in a combination of Titicaca, which is a 100% alpaca in the colorway Ecru, and then this alpaca maize, which is sort of a brushed alpaca, and it's in a sandy beige color. These two together, so it's a 100% alpaca scarf. I bought this at by Killerik in northern part of Denmark. I don't think she carries it anymore in her stock, in her shop. But these two combined is just a divine soft fabric with a bit of interest to it. Yeah, so that is finished, and also something that my daughter can bring back to Australia. Yeah, so actually that is the finished objects, almost. I will just make a little wardrobe change. See you later. Yes, I am wearing something very different. This is it's called Air, and it's a design by Lisa Renner. And it is worked in a very heavy merino and then combined with a very thin silk mohair. So it gives this quite odd texture of, well, spider web, fishnet texture. It is worked from the top, so it's worked in the round from the top, and it has these sort of raglan increases for the sleeves, and then the body is straight down. And let me just stand up so you can see it again on the body. And yes, of course, you have to wear something underneath. So here, as you see, it's just a singlet, a white singlet underneath, and I really, really like it. My kids were just rolling their eyes when I knitted, and it was just, oh, they called it this shrimp jumper. They felt like this looked like little shrimps, this texture here. But I like it, and I could see it, you know, I will wear it, of course, with something underneath, typically a white. It could also be a long sleeve white over dark blue jeans, like a linen skirt like I do today, white pants. Yeah, I will wear it. I will wear it. And the yarn is this spectacularly beautiful yarn from Sassy Yarn. And this is, of course, the bulky merino, hand dyed in a beautiful gray blue, and then these orange brown splashes of color combined with just a regular silk mohair in a beige color. This is also from House of Yarn outlet. This yarn I bought at Knitting at the Sea, a yarn festival in Faaborg. I attended late April. But now it is finished, and I'm happy that I persevered. In the beginning it was a bit hard to work with the very thin yarn on large needles. I went down to needle size 9 millimeters instead of 10 millimeters in the pattern. This is worked on an 8 millimeter or 6 millimeter possibly, to give it that more solid and robust texture for the neckline. I did do it because I was sort of here, but then with using a 10 millimeter needle, I thought it was too open and too fluffy, so I went down to pulled it back and went down to a 9 millimeter needle, and now I am happy. I have worked size number 3, which is possibly a 38-40 inch bust body measurements. It is designed to be worn with a bit more ease than I have, but I like that it's slightly more fitted, and also just for safety reasons, that, you know, when you pass a door handle, that it just grabs the fabric here. Yeah, and I like it. It's the Air, Air, and you can find it on Ravelry if you are interested in this pattern as well. Those were all my finished objects. And what am I working on now then? Well, actually my needles are completely empty. I am between projects and I am contemplating on what to work on next. Last week we visited Aalborg in the northern part of Denmark, and I also went to Holst Garn in their store up there and got some yarn, and especially for my son, because he is asked for a new jumper, and when being in the store he could select the colors that he wanted. So there are new purchases for my stash, and he selected this combination of beautiful clear blue. It is sort of, both yarns have this combination of light aqua blue and then a darker blue in it, and this one as well, if you can see that. This is super soft and it's the sapphire colorway, and this is Chichikaka in the colorway Dragonfly. He is looking for a just a regular round crew neckline. shape, I think just set in sleeves type, and then with a bit of a chevron patterning and vertical lines. So he has found a picture, and I will knit up a few samples to see what works in these two beautifully blue color yarns. So that is coming up at some stage. Then I also bought something for myself, and I was actually wanting to buy some red, but I decided to go for a more neutral color. So I wanted to try a combination of these two yarns. Here we have again the Titicaca, and this is the colorway Mushroom, which is a heathered, a light brown, grayish brown, and then knitting it up with this Lucia yarn, which is a brushed alpaca, silk and merino wool and yak combination. And this is the colorway Shadow. So it comes up lighter, and with this then these two together, I'm looking very much forward to seeing how that will turn out. I think it will be absolutely beautiful. And I am thinking an all over lace cardigan, possibly. We'll see what it wants to become when I get to that project. Yeah, I think that is everything. Yeah, it is. Just a coffee. As I mentioned, I've had the joy of having the three children together for the last, well, since mid of May, so the last 6 weeks, and it's just been so heartwarming, so soul filling to see them banter, laugh, be together. And my youngest son had moved here. My oldest son is already here. My daughter will go back to Australia, but the two youngest, they did a language test in Danish and passed, flying colors. So if at least my daughter, if she chooses to continue her university studies in Denmark next year, she has passed the required test to demonstrate that she can read and write Danish to enter, to be accepted at a Danish university with an high school exam from overseas. So my youngest son, he has applied for university here. He is still, they will hear back the final results late July, so in a month's time. He has passed the Danish test, so that's a hurdle less for him, and he now also has an offer for some study accommodation, and he will just make the final decision during this weekend to whether to accept that offer. So yeah, and he is now again he was a Danish citizen, but he has moved in and registered in Denmark, so that's just lovely. We have had the most amazing weather with sunshine, and everything is just green and beautiful outside. The smells are lovely, and I am enjoying the time that I've had with the kids. We went to Norway to visit my sister, and we also went to Aalborg to visit my brother-in-law and sister-in-law and had a lovely time up there. And we are approaching the summer holidays as well here in Denmark, so everything just shuts down in July. I'm going to Italy with my brother and the family and my two sons mid-July, so we're looking forward to that. And now that we move into the holiday season, I think the job hunt will just slow down a bit, and ramping up again in August. I am today anxiously waiting for a response on an application, and I must say that it is taxing, this process of looking for a job, and I have made a lot of good interviews but been sort of second in line for the choices, so I just hope that this one turns out well and a positive answer. But as the time passes, I just get more and more worried. But anyway, I have totally enjoyed talking to you. That's an excellent distraction from the otherwise very emotionally draining and challenging times. I am well, but I'm also very much looking forward to eventually land that job that can make me start my new life and settle and really re-establishing myself here in Denmark. So I can't wait. Some days I deal with it better than others. Some days it's just you just jump into that black hole of, oh, will it ever happen? What have I done? Am I ever needed? Am I good enough? And other days it's just, okay, let me just enjoy the break that I have. And I do. Most of days have been beautiful and upbeat and happy. And I endeavor to do that every day. So thank you so much for being here with me. It's a wonderful summer day, and I hope that you will have a wonderful holiday if you are going on vacation here in the Northern Hemisphere, where it is the summer holiday time. And if you are down south, enjoy winter time, cozy up inside, have a warm tea, enjoy your knitting, enjoy the wool that you can wrap yourself in. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for joining me here on the Mindful Making channel. Bye bye.